Hi guys, today I'm doing a video on how I maintain my ombre hair. But first I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all my new subscribers and for all your lovely comments. They're just so nice and I've been overwhelmed by the really good response lately, so thank you very much. So yeah, while I've been uploading my new videos, a lot of people have been asking, how do you get your ombre like that? How are you maintaining it? And I thought I'd do a video about it because I think it's quite an interesting topic and a lot of people like to hear about it and it might be quite helpful for you. So first of all, I'm going to talk about a bit of history with my hair, and I'll try and be quick about it. I have dyed my hair a lot of times. I've been really dark brown, red, purpley red, light brown, all sorts of colours, but I decided to get it natural. And I was nearly my fully natural colour when I just thought it's just boring. So I decided to do the ombre effect. Now I say ombre, but it's probably ombre, but I'm just going to flip between the two. And after seeing Lily Melrose do a DIY video for it, I decided to just do it like that. So I did my first ombre in February, and I actually did my first ever YouTube video showing you how I did it, and I hadn't had a practice, I literally just went for it, so it was a bit of hit and miss. But then recently it started to go a little bit gross, and I had like 3 different tones in it because my roots were coming through, so I decided to go and have it done professionally in a hair salon, and it was probably about 5 times the price of if I'd just bought dye in the Boots or whatever. So it was quite a big step for me to actually go and get my hair dyed properly, which I had never done before, and I was really happy with it. But I realised that she didn't really ombre it that much. It was sort of just about here and that was it. And she'd got rid of all the brassiness, which at the moment is quite bad at the moment on my hair. But there just wasn't enough of it, and I obviously didn't explain what I actually wanted. I wanted it higher up like it is now. So I decided, I think it was only a few weeks later, to then go and do it again myself. So I did that probably September time, but I'm not sure. So just a quick little talk about how I did it. I used the L'Oreal, let me just have a look, L'Oreal Perfect Blonde Highlighting Kit. I don't have it with me at the moment because obviously I don't need to bleach it at the moment. Now it is a bleach, and I decided to get the highlighting kit because I'd heard that was quite helpful to do your ombre with. And that is what I've used the both times that I've done it, and it has been really, really good. I think you have to leave it on about 40 minutes and you just put all this stuff into like a little box and then you mix it all up. And I just divided my hair into 2 round the sides, put it into like pigtails, like here, and then I literally just brushed it through and used my hands to put it in a little bit. And I left it on for about 40 minutes and then you wash it out. And when you wash it out, it does go quite orangey and brassy. So if it goes brassy, and it most likely will do if you've got brown hair and you're bleaching it to blonde, then I would suggest using a dye, which is what I did, probably the day after, but I would not suggest doing that. And I would just like to point out now that I'm not professional, I have no idea what I was doing, I still don't really know what I'm doing, so don't take this for what you should do. Maybe go professionally and actually explain what you want properly, like I didn't really do, or if you are going to do it at home, please be careful. So yeah, I used a nice and easy permanent colour, and I used an ash blonde. Now ash obviously counteracts the brassiness, which it does do quite well. It's not going to get rid of it all. And I think when I bought both packs, it worked out like £10. And when you can get it in a salon, obviously you can pay out to like £70. So £10 is pretty good compared to 70. Moving on to how I maintain my ombre. Now I'm not an expert and I'm not overly keen on spending ridiculous amounts of money on things like that, so these are really cheap and easy ways that you can sort of avoid any breakages or try and keep your hair as moisturised and not as brassy as it could be. I've used these for ages. Now it's the Herbal Essences Split End Protection shampoo, and I've got the shampoo and conditioner, and this is amazing. I've used this for probably more than a year now, and my hair hasn't sort of gone greasy from it. And it's obviously meant to reduce your split ends and sort of prevent split ends, and I really think it does. Considering I bleach my hair and I use straighteners or curling tongs every day, my split ends really aren't that bad, and whenever I go to the hairdressers they never say that I've got bad split ends. So I would really look into getting this just as a cheap alternative for anything. I think they're about £3 a bottle, but normally they're half price, so it's like £1 something. So it is crazy cheap for something that I do actually think really works. But again, this is my hair, so it might not work for you, but this is just what I use, so yeah, brilliant. Now, something that also protects you against split ends, I use this Tresemme styling spray, which is a heat defensive spray, which protects you up to 230 degrees. I use this on the ends mostly. It's just a little spray, and I use it while it's wet, not dry. And then I just do my normal drying my hair as usual. It smells really nice, and I do think it prevents split ends because I just said I don't get them too badly. There probably is something better out there for you, but again, this is fairly cheap. I think it's £4 or £5, and this does last for a long time, so you don't have to go out and keep buying it, considering that I spray a lot of this on constantly. So my hair falls out really quickly, and there's hair everywhere all the time, and I do sometimes get breakages and my hair can just look a bit frizzy, and I realise that's because I use a really cheap brush. I think it's about £1 from Wilkinson's, so I decided to fork out and invest in a tangle teaser. Now these are about £11, which is ridiculous for a brush, but I will just show you. It's got little teeth on it, and this one's pink, and I got it from Boots, and I haven't used this for very long because I did get it quite recently, but I have already noticed a difference. My hair is softer, it doesn't pull at your hair when it tries to get your tangles out, and it doesn't feel like it's ripping all your hair out like my other brush did. So if you feel like your brush is like really hard to get through your hair and you're having quite breakages and your hair's not very soft or anything like that, I would look into investing in one of these. I think they last for a really long time, and I'm hoping that this is going to be like the love of my life, and I'm so glad that I bought it, and it's definitely going to be a staple in my hair care routine. Now I know this has been a really short video, but like I said, I don't really do that much to maintain my hair, but something that I would really encourage you to do is to get a purple shampoo and conditioner. Now that just means again that it sort of counteracts the brassiness in blonde hair, and one that I use and I think works really well is the Umberto Gianni. Now I don't know how to say it, but I think it's Umberto Giannini. I'm not sure, how embarrassing. But I've got the brightening shampoo and the repairing conditioner, and these are really good. Now the shampoo actually comes out dark blue purple, so it is a little bit scary when you put it on your hair, and as soon as you've rinsed this out, your hair feels like straw. So I'm not actually sure what it does, but it definitely works. And then you use the conditioner, which obviously then sorts it out and makes it all soft and everything like that. Now I have found this to be really good, but now this is the first purple shampoo and conditioner I've used, but I have heard that the Lee Stafford purple shampoo and conditioner is really good, so I would like to try that in the future. I'm not quite sure how much this is. It's probably around £6 a bottle, something like that, but it has lasted me quite a while considering. I don't use this every day because again the shampoo can be quite abrasive, so I'd say 3 times a week, 2 times a week, and then I would just use my herbal essences or something else that's just in the shower. I don't tend to have a religious routine with anything really, so yeah, I would really recommend getting a purple shampoo because that always lightens up the blonde in your like bleached hair. I would leave this on for about 3 to 5 minutes or as long as possible in the shower, because the longer you leave it on, the better it's gonna be. So yeah, as I said before, this is a really short video, but I thought I'd just answer some of your questions because you have been asking me, and I hope it's been quite interesting for you, and not too boring or time wasting. If you've got any more suggestions, that would be great. And again, if you're going to do this, please be careful, read the instructions, get somebody to help you, or if not, go professionally and make sure you tell them what you want. Again, thank you so much for my new subscribers. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, that would be great. I think it's down there, or there. But that'd be amazing, and yeah, just keep telling me what you'd like to see from more videos. That'd be great. Thank you, bye. I'm doing a Oh no. So, what's his name?